All right, guys, welcome to the JumpX podcast, episode 37. All right. Today's topic is going to be all about, can you progress with bodyweight training or at home training only? So, very interesting topic.
Because a lot of people don't actually have access to a gym, especially younger guys, for whatever reason. Either
Yeah.
maybe their parents don't let them go to the gym, or they just can't afford a gym membership, anything like that.
And yeah, the ultimate answer is yes, you can progress a fuck ton with at home training. A lot of people underestimate at home training and how difficult it actually can be and how hard it can actually be made, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of exercises you wouldn't even think of that you can do to actually get really strong, and you could get to the point where you could get yourself so strong in these really hard, bodyweight exercises. I'd argue you could go to the gym and actually push some decent weight on a barbell exercise.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And don't forget that plyometric exercise, you do not need any equipment to do plyometrics.
No. No, 100%.
So,
Have an oval. That's pretty much all you need, right?
yeah, exactly. So that's a huge part of bodyweight training is performing plyometrics, doing sprinting, things like
Yeah.
that. You do not need equipment for those things, right? Even going out and dunking, I'm sure most of you guys listening have at-home rims, right? That's a huge avenue you can go down in terms of improving your jumping ability in dunking. And low rim dunk is one of the
Yeah.
best things you can do, especially if your rim's adjustable. You can set it to heights where it does drive intent and push you to jump higher.
Yeah. Especially, I'd argue if you're young, really young, in your early teens, the best thing you can do is jump. That should be the number one thing you're focusing on, is getting jump reps in.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%. And even going down the strength route, there's so many strength exercises you can do. You know, like one of my favorite ones for at home training is doing a single leg squat in the pistol squat sort of format, right? Guarantee a lot of you guys listening can't even do one pistol squat, right?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, you can't even do one pistol squat, and that's a problem if you want to jump higher.
Definitely.
That's a
Yeah.
problem, and that needs to be fixed, right? And that's something you should be able to do, right? Even if you're doing gym training, you can't do a pistol squat. Like that's just a sign you need to get fucking stronger, you know? Like, and there's so much room for progression in terms of that. Like myself, right? I could still progress on pistol squats quite a lot without home training, right? Like, don't forget, even if you don't have equipment, I'm sure most of you guys have a school bag that you can put books in,
Yep.
you know, and stuff that's heavy in that you can weight a lot of exercises on and progress like a shit ton.
Yeah. Free tip for you guys to do with the pistol squat. If you can't do one, and for example, if you go one leg, you go down, but you get stuck at the bottom, you can't come back up. A good way to kind of progress it is you have think of a door frame, hold onto the door frame and kind of assist yourself.
Yeah,
That's a good way of progressing it. Do some
yeah,
high reps, and then over time, slowly, ease the hand off.
yeah.
They make me, yeah.
Or you just do the eccentric part of the movement,
Yeah,
the
or just do
lowering
that.
part. So you go down on one leg because your body can handle more load eccentrically or on the lowering portion of a movement, far more load than going up, right? So you just do the eccentric part of the movement, so you just go down, right? And then like on one leg, and then you go two legs up, so you squat up normally.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you can do that for reps too, and you can build a lot of strength that way
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
So many variables you can play with for every exercise. You can play
Not
with reps, sets,
even,
tempo.
even calf raises. Calf raises is
Yeah.
not a simple exercise you can do and progress on. There's a number of ways you can progress in terms of weight. Like doing single leg calf raises, putting a bag on your back and weighting it. Holy shit, you 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 should be able to progress for ages doing that.
Wes, you have to do 1,000 a day.
No, do not do 1,000. No, do not do 1,000. All right. You know, there's so many plyos you can do. There's so much sprinting you can do if you have a rim. Like, holy shit, like you can progress for ages, right? And this is a big, big thing, and actually a good point to bring up as well. We actually have had a bodyweight program just come out,
Mm-hmm.
right? That you guys can access. That's only $7, right? So there's literally no excuses, you know, for you guys to not jump higher now. We have a 4 week program that's only $7. All right, you don't need any equipment for it as well, and you can be jumping higher. And this is perfect for if you're a beginner, as well. It's designed for beginners as well. So this is going to set you up to start on your vertical jump journey and give you a really good start to your training and set you up for success and get you on the right track to progressing as well. It's not just a program as well. There's like mindset coaching in it. There's videos on there telling you how to run the program properly and how long to rest and all that sort of stuff too. So it's a fully fleshed out training system essentially for you guys.
And it's only $7 Australian.
Yeah.
So for US, that'd be like 4 or 5
Yeah.
USD. So
Yeah. So
it's
literally,
cheap as chips.
literally nothing. So it's like, do you want to jump high or do you want to buy
Red Bull?
Yeah, Red Bull or a
what's-
Prime fucking hydration drink that doesn't even work? That's a shit product, to be honest. Gatorade is way better.
Oh yeah, because you've actually looked at the back, eh?
Yeah, because there's no sodium in it. But anyways,
Yeah.
another topic for another day.
I swear we've talked about that before.
Yeah, we have
in
talked
last-
about that.
yeah.
But yeah, buy Prime hydration, or you can buy JumpX, the Bounce Revolution Bodyweight. All right, choice is yours.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, getting back to the topic.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say about the topic. There's been so many guys, or so many jumpers, should I say, that have gotten to, I'd say, over 40 inches with just body weight stuff. They did not touch a weight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, prime example is Jordan Kilgannon. I don't think he touched the weight till 19, and he started jumping at 13, I think.
Yeah.
So he didn't touch weights for so long.
Yep.
He was easily jumping over 40.
And like, that's actually a really
Yeah.
good point to bring up. Does that mean you don't touch weights? No.
You may as well
Like,
just
start weights, because like, if you do that while doing weights at the same time, like I wouldn't say you need to do a crazy amount of weights or like resistance exercise. But if you're starting at like 13, jumping regularly, doing low rim, doing plyos,
Yeah.
and doing strength training, like holy shit, by the time you're 19, you're gonna be a freak. You know?
Yeah, it's like, why would you not do it? Yeah, you'll get better just doing body weight. But if you can add in strength training, you'll get even better.
Yeah.
So the only reason not to do it is because you're lazy and complacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get better, but the guy next to you doing resistance training will be even better.
Yeah. Like another example is I saw on social media Donovan Hawkins, right? Like obviously genetics, like we can't just hide from the fact that genetics have a huge part of this. How these guys improve so much too, but the other reality is too, like they wouldn't improve so much unless they put the work in as well at the same time, right? Is that like a big part of Donovan Hawkins' progression was just going out and jumping super regularly and doing low rim super regularly as well.
You can tell you're low rimmed.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like his hand speed's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. 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 So for you guys listening that want to jump higher and you're young, get a fucking low rim and start low rimming as much as you can, right? And don't just stay on 8 foot, right? If you're dunking on 8 foot like super easily, put it up a little bit higher to where it does challenge you to actually jump higher a little bit, but to where you can still practice dunking pretty well.
But I'd also say, if you're trying to like learn a real complex dunk, and say you're trying to learn it on 10 feet, and you're at 8 feet, and say you're just doing a session where you don't want to like, you know, do any max jumps, you're kind of just, you know, going through the rhythms in the air. If you're on like an 8 foot or like an 8.5 feet hoop, don't jump where your fucking neck is at the rim for like a windmill, because realistically your neck is not going to be at the rim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I know exactly
do
what
it
you
kind
mean.
of like in a realistic, you know, where your head's going to be, as much as you can.
The only time you'll do that is if you're trying to teach yourself something like super fucking technical,
and then
and you don't
over
want to
time,
have to worry about the jump. You kind of just want to worry about hitting the technique. So like for me, that's something that's really technical for me at the moment is like a behind the back. Like for me, like having to worry about jumping high and then also trying to do it behind the back, it's just like it completely fucks my mind. Like I literally can't. I'm not at that level of comprehension yet in terms of hitting the dunk. So like for me, there's some value in doing the 8 foot just to kind of do a little bit of a jumping motion and practice the actual behind the back movement. But once that behind the back movement becomes more and more competent, then I would move the ring up more and more and more to where I actually have to jump a little bit higher and hit it. So then I don't stagnate. And like Tom was saying, I'm 6'4", like for me to finish it behind the back, like on 8 foot, like my hand's not where it would actually have to be.
Yeah.
You know, on a 10 foot.
Yeah, in that situation for sure. Or
Yeah.
like if you're trying to practice the double East Bay, I'd argue you'd have to be in the air for a decent amount of time to.
Yeah.
But literally, obviously, I'm not anywhere close to hitting that dunk. But I've been like in the house. I'll be like, oh, if the ring was there, how would I like
How the
approach a
fuck
double
do
East
you
Bay?
double East Bay off 2 feet though? That's
Spinning.
kind of that's
You
super
spin.
fucked. Yeah. Okay. You spin. Yeah.
So if I go right, left, through my left, through my right, finish with my left.
Yeah, that's insane.
Or I've seen Will Bunton. This was like 2015 or 2014. He went on for double up.
So you
Like
literally,
someone held it there. And he went,
you know what's fucked? To hit a double E spay, you probably literally need to jump like a minimum 50 inches and also have like
off the dribble.
and have the fastest hands ever.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is-
like the holy grail of dunks. Of dunk. Like, there's like 3 top dunks that everyone's trying to go for. It's that bounce dunk. I don't know. East Bay. Double elbow. I don't know what the third
That's
impossible
never been
dunk
done?
would. No. Not that I know of. There's definitely 2 dunks that hit like other, cream of the crop. Don't even know how we got onto this, to be honest.
What
But
about 360 kamikaze? Has
No,
that been
Isaiah's
done
done
on?
that.
Has that been done on 10?
no, hasn't been done on 10.
Yeah,
But it's like
that's
it's not
probably
that
another
far
one.
off where like if he hit it, we wouldn't be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? He's being like close enough. Like he's back rimmed, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, but anyways, getting back to the
Yeah.
topic of the jumping high, like, in terms of strength exercise, you can do another exercise I really like is slider curls, right? So slider curls is where you can use just get access to a little bit of equipment. Those what are they called? The
I know what
slider
you mean,
plates.
yeah.
Those plates that have like a plastic back and then they have a grippy top and they slide really well on carpet. You can do it that way, or you can just wear socks and do it on slip tiles. All right, so it's where you kind of get in a glute bridge position, lift your hips up. All right, and then let your heels like extend out. Right, so you're almost doing like a hamstring curl. And that's super good to challenge the posterior chain, like the glutes, the hamstrings as well. And you can load that quite a lot because you can progress that to single leg and stuff like that. You can get very strong in terms of your posterior chain in that way too as well. And then obviously,
Yeah.
like if you're at home, you're going to be doing a lot of plyos. You're going to be doing a lot of sprinting and things like that. So you're going to be a higher risk of tearing your hamstring doing all that sort of stuff. So you're going to want fucking strong hamstrings as well, especially eccentrically too, getting that like fascicle lengthening as well.
Mm.
So even just doing
Yes.
Nordic curls, you can do Nordic curls at home too.
yeah, you don't even need a partner. I'm sure you can figure out a way to hold yourself down.
Yeah,
There's plenty of ways.
and you can progress for fucking ages on those exercises as well. So there's so much.
Nordics are crazy.
Yeah, there's so much you can do with at home training as well. So like even if you get a little bit of equipment, like some like dumbbells and stuff like that, holy shit, that opens the door, the window even more
Bro,
of opportunity.
the amount of exercises that increase from going from nothing to a singular dumbbell that's, let's just say, 5 kilos or like 12 pounds or 11 pounds, bro, it multiplies by like 3.
Because like here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Like it's not the exercises that get you jumping higher, it's the principles behind those exercises that get you jumping higher.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as the principles behind those exercises are applied properly, like we have done for you in our Bounce Revolution Bodyweight program, like you're going to jump higher and you're going to get results.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And you can get very good stimuluses
Or if
from
you want to
training
take
at
it,
home.
yeah, if you want to take it to the next level, and obviously having that program is very good, but it does run out eventually. It's not a continuous program that will last your lifetime, and it isn't continually updated. But if you do want something like that, where your program's fully made for you, and it's updated every week, it's fully adjusted for yourself, whatever's going on in your life, hit us up, and we'll see if you're a good fit for our training. And yeah, we can personally coach you to jump higher, regardless of the equipment that you've got.
Yeah, exactly. And how our coaching is different to say this like one-stop program is that it's actually fully catered to you, fully catered to the equipment you have. It's fully catered to your
Time.
needs, your time, everything like that. You get coaching support as well, along with the program. So you're gonna get access to both Tom and I as your coaches as well. And your program's updated super regularly as well. So it's not like you just pay once, you do the program for 4 weeks and it's done. You're going to be able to progress from months and months and months and months and months. And ultimately, that's how you make a crazy transformation.
It's
Training
always
hard
changing.
for a long period of time.
Yeah, with a variety of exercises.
So obviously, you're going to see results doing a 4-week program, like 100%. You're going to see results. But if you want to like transform yourself and get fucking crazy, then you're going to need to train for a while.
Bro, I'm dying.
Ooh.
I got AIDS. That's what Stevie said on the last podcast.
Yeah.
He was like, he bought my old program, which was a 12-week program. I think he
Yeah.
did it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And, you know, the more you do a program over and over, the less return you're going to get from that program.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to the point where he was like, well, yeah, I could run it a 4th time or a 3rd time. But he said, no, I'm going to go for the full individualized coaching from Austin and Tom.
Yeah.
And, well, we know what happened after that, pretty much.
It is a really good way to start as well. It is a really good way to start.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Like, and also for you guys that also we need to announce as well, like for you guys also that have gym access as well, we also have another program out called the Bounce Revolution 1.0, right? So that's our full, proper extensive program, 6-week program, and that's gonna like transform your athleticism and your bounce, get you jumping crazy. Too, it's gonna get you fast, stronger. It's gonna get you more powerful. It's gonna get you faster, everything like that. So if you're looking for something a bit crazier and you're not just starting out, and you're like more of an intermediate athlete, this program is going to be perfect for you. And how you access these programs is just through the link on our Instagram.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we'll just click the link on our Instagram and you'll be able to access the programs there. And these things are going to be perfect for you guys to start on.
100%.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so just go to our bio, click the link tree. There'll be like a drop down, and it's got everything you need there. It's got the Bounce Revolution. It's got the Bodyweight program. It's got the link to our full service coaching. I think there's something else there.
Yeah, podcasts as well.
Podcast.
This podcast you're listening to as well.
Yep. So you can go back and watch the old podcast episodes.
Yep.
That is where you go.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Without further ado, guys, we're going to end the podcast there and we'll catch you guys in the next podcast.
Maybe we'll be announcing the athlete of the month, number 3. Potentially. Is it that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out.
Yeah,
Oh, there's still time, guys. There's still time.
Yeah, we'll do that off camera. We'll keep it secret.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, guys.
Right.
See you in the next one.
See ya.